Hey everyone, well, it is another cloudy and overcast day here at Poor Redneck World, and as you can see by all the stuff in the trunk of this 2001 Chevy Cavalier, we've been busy. So this is going to be updated video number 5, I believe, of Project Silver Slider. And you can see we've got some components back here. Never mind the oil pan, it does not go to this car. Just using it to hold the rockers and push rods. But as you can see, we've got a lot of parts off this engine here. We've got our valve cover, and got some various brackets, motor mount set in there, serpentine belt, brand new alternator, head bolts, push rods and rockers, of course. Plastic intake manifold, there's a fuel rail beneath that, intake, air plenum and snorkel, whole lot of stuff. There's a throttle body hiding down there. Got a lot of parts in here. So kind of give you an idea of what we got here. After doing the preliminary checks on the engine, we went ahead and tore it down, and cylinder heads off. And this is what we come across here. Now, of course, you remember, if you've watched the videos, cylinder 2 was losing compression into the coolant system. If you look, there's cylinder 2, and if you look right there, that's where the cylinder was blown, or the head gasket was blown, rather, into the coolant system. It's actually blown here, and it's blown across here. Looked at it right, I know the camera won't show it, but that section of the head gasket's actually compressed and kind of burnt. So cylinder 1 had about 90-95 psi, cylinder 2 almost nothing, cylinder 3 and 4 about 35 each, I guess. So anyway, we got the head off. And I don't know if the camera is going to show it. It might, maybe. If you look, at least in these two cylinders where the cylinders are exposed, you can still kind of see the crosshatch on the cylinder wall. And the cylinders are smooth, really smooth, and there's no lip at all. Remember, this car shows on the odometer a little over 200,000 miles, but there is no ridge. And I doubt the camera's going to show it, but you can kind of sort of see the crosshatch on the cylinder walls. So I'm going to take a chance and hope that the lower end is still good and viable, which it should be. Of course, I'm going to take some compressed air and blow all the crud out of the pistons. I'm going to go ahead and fill the cylinders with a little bit of automatic transmission fluid just to see if they bleed down, but I don't expect they will. Already pulled the head off, took it down to a local machine shop. The valves were not seating properly, and it is an aluminum head, so given the fact that it was overheated, it's automatically going to be milled to specification, and just straighten it out, smooth it out. Going to redo the valves on it, new stem seals, all the goodies, and basically we're going to rebuild the head on this, as opposed to going ahead and pulling this engine out and replacing it. So that's where we're standing right now. I decided to take the quicker and easier route of repair, of taking the head off and taking it down and having it gone through. The head actually looked really well, and I would have videotaped it earlier, but it's actually been raining all afternoon today. We got 40% chance of rain today, 40% chance of rain tomorrow, 20% the day after that, and then 60 or 80 the next day with severe weather coming in. So don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of work on this car until after the weather clears, but I won't be able to be doing anything until the head is done and paid for, and I'm going to order the parts that I need online. Found a head gasket, complete head gasket set for around 40 bucks. Stretch head bolts for 14-15 bucks. So Anyway, there's where we stand. Pulled the head off, and the cylinders actually look really good. And you know, it's dirty, but we're gonna go with it. Also wanted to make a note that on the when we pulled the head, given the fact that I'm seeing the cross hatch pattern on the cylinder walls, I'd say this has recently been gone through. The bolts on the inner side of the head, directly on top of the head, underneath the rocker arms, were tight, as you would expect them to be. This head has outer bolts that are not under the valve cover, and they were not tight. I was able to break them free with one hand and a 3/8 ratchet. So yeah, that probably contributed to the problem. But anyway, there's our little quick update, and I'm going to get all these videos posted to my account as soon as I can. I still don't have internet at home. I'm using my friend's computer, so it's kind of upload them as I can kind of thing. But anyway, that's where we stand on Project Silver Slider 2001 Cavalier, and we'll get the head back and get the parts in, and everything starts rocking and rolling. Well, we'll make another video update on it. So thanks for watching. Comments welcome. Peace out. Bad head gasket.